13 looks like a proportion, doesn't it? Look what we've got. We make this much in 5 days. How much does this guy make in 4 days? Let's just set it up just as we read it. So I'm going to write this as $232.75 in 5 days. That's how much in 4 days. Now this should be okay. I've got dollars on the top, days on the bottom, so the units on top match, the units on the bottom match. We'll use our method of cross multiplication here, and we will get 4 times 232.75 equal to 5x. Now 4 times 232.75 turns out to be 931. 931, that's equal to 5x. And I'm going to divide by 5. That'll give me x. So when I divide by 5, I get 186.2. Now, this is money, right? This is how much we're going to make in 4 days. So since it's money, I'm going to claim this is $186. And money, I'm going to write 2 decimal places here. So in 5 days, we make this much money. In 4 days, we make this much money. What have we got going in 14? Well, let's see. Biologists tagged 165 fish on January 1st. All right, so in this lake, there's a bunch of fish, and they were able to pull out 165 and put tags on them. Now, a month later, they returned and they collected a sample of 52 fish, and out of those 52 fish, 13 of them had tags. So as I read this, I'm thinking, okay, 52 fish, 13 had tags, so 52 is to 13. I'm seeing a ratio here. And now, on the basis of this experiment, how many fish are in the lake? All right, now if we write this like this, this is number, 14, we'll say 52 fish with 13 tags. Now, keeping the units the same, I'm putting tags on the bottom and the number of fish on the top. So what we did back at the beginning is we tagged, 165 fish. So I'm going to put the number tagged on the bottom, and the number of fish, right, that 52, that was the number of fish that we sampled. That should be the number of fish in the lake on top here. So that's going to be an x. So what I've got here is the number of fish to the number tagged, the total number of fish to the number tagged. So let's solve this, and we can do that using the cross multiply. So that's going to give us 52 times 165. That's all equal to 13x. Now what if I did it this way? Instead of multiplying that out right away, let's just divide by 13. You could multiply this out, or you could divide by 13. I'll get 52 times 165 over 13. That's equal to x. And on my calculator, I can do it all at once. I can do it like this. 52. So 52 times 165 divided by 13, that gives me x, and I got 648. So what is x? Word problem, right? What is x? Back up here, x is what? The total number of fish in the lake. So I'm going to claim now that how many fish are in the lake? 648. Number 15, let's get it to right here. Number 15, looks like what we have is we've got these cities A and B, and they're 200 miles apart. So what if I drew that? All right, so here's city A, here's city B, here's A, and here's B, and they're 200 miles apart, but on the map it's represented by 2.1 inches, 2.1 feet. It's a big map. And then we've also got cities C and D. I'll just draw C and D a little bit bigger here. C and D, and these are 300 miles apart, right? 300 miles apart. So what we get here is 300 miles. So what I want to know is, what would that be represented by in feet on the map? Well, it sure is hard not to see a proportion here. I've got 200 is to 2.1 as 300 is to what? So let's write it. We'll get 200 is to 2.1 as 300 is to x. Now let's use our method of cross multiplication. This will give us 200x equals 2.1 times 300. So 200x is equal to, I got 630 when I did that, and then I'm going to divide by 200. 630, boy oh boy, let me try that again. 630 divided by 200. Now when I divide that by 200, I'm going to divide, right? So 630 divided by 200 on my TI, I got a 3.15. Let me write that so it's readable. 3.15. Now what is x? Let's follow it back here. This is x here. So I've got feet on the bottom, miles on the top. So miles on the top, feet on the bottom. So this must be in feet. So I'm going to claim that the answer is 3.15 feet.